YouTube, and welcome back to my Let's Play The Sims 3. So as you recall from my last episode, I was, or actually Felicia was prepping for her bachelorette party, and as you can see here, she just has her first guest arrive as she's still finishing up the autumn salad that she was going to serve for everyone. So just in case anyone wanted, had the munchies or anything. There, and you keep seeing those little pink hearts around her. Apparently the DJ and the bartender both kind of were trying to flirt with her even though they weren't anywhere near her. And now she's changed into her bachelorette party outfit, which, to be perfectly honest, is the most horrendous thing I've ever seen. I don't like that particular dress in The Sims 3 anyway, and then to pair it with those shoes and those knee-high stockings. Oh my goodness, it's just absolutely horrible. I don't know who came up with that. I'm guessing the game designer who decided that bachelorettes were going to look like that. He must have had a good old chuckle when he designed that outfit. Be that as it may, we are now at the party. I have this area here, I kind of redecorated it specifically for party functions. It has a dance floor, it has a bar that you can hire a mixologist for, and then of course it has a DJ booth that you can hire a DJ for. And the one thing I forgot to add, because apparently the DJ booth doesn't count as music for the dance floor. I don't know why, but apparently it doesn't. So no one was able to actually dance on the dance floor with the DJ, which I found unusual, but whatever. In the future, I will also make sure that there's a stereo in this room so that for future parties, especially after Felicia gets married, I don't know if you've noticed, but her fiancé Isaac does happen to really love hosting parties as well, so I'm sure we're going to have lots of parties in his house, so I figured this little corner of the house would be great. Alright, so while I've been talking, Felicia has been kind of schmoozing up with this one celebrity that is one of her opportunities. She's supposed to become best friends with her or something, and as you can see right now, it's not going terribly well. I may end up getting rid of this opportunity or something because it seems like those two just don't seem to get along very easily, and I don't know if it's worth the effort to try and keep working on the friendship, considering it's still right now in the red, and she keeps thinking that Felicia is boring. It's like, oh great. So that that particular opportunity may not go anywhere. It was supposed to be an opportunity for her celebrity status too, which is kind of disappointing, but sometimes they say, yeah, schmooze up with that person, and they just do not get along with you whatsoever. Anyway, so now she's talking to a friend of hers, and one of the things she's doing is asking her to make a toast, since it is a bachelorette party after all, and this is one of her oldest friends. So I figured it would be appropriate for her to be the one giving the toast. So here she's calling everyone over, and prepping to give the toast. And you can see all these gals here that I invited, and oops, here's the stripper. I did not invite the stripper. Someone else must have invited the stripper. That's all I can say. But apparently this party is about to get wild, and after the toast she's spritzing Felicia with the champagne, which I think is hilarious. So that was kind of fun. Alright, now all the ladies are going upstairs because apparently the strippers have decided to go upstairs. So that's where we're going next, is going to go upstairs, and apparently we have two strippers. One of each flavor, chocolate and vanilla. Either way, every person in this at this party will be absolutely satisfaction guaranteed. We definitely have some fairies, and some folks are, like, one gal's definitely a werewolf. She may or may not be related to Isaac, I'm not sure. Actually, Isaac's brother, I think, I think both of his brothers are vampires, so that's kind of an interesting familial mix over there anyway. But, yep, here we go. We're enjoying the strippers and the dancing. I don't know if they're really good strippers, but hey. This is about as wild as a party can get in The Sims 3, as far as I can tell. Yep, and there's another vampire going through. So lots of supernaturals hanging out at this party. Ladies are definitely looking like they're having a good time too. So I think we're definitely going to have an epic party. And the whole party started, I believe, at 4 p.m. And oddly enough, the party actually doesn't end all the way until about 6 a.m. the next morning. So 14-hour party. These gals sure know how to rock it, don't they? Alright, now for some reason, I asked her to do a ta-da, and for some reason she decided she needed to go all the way out here to her front gate in order to do this. I have no idea why, but this is what she decided to do. There. Ta-da! It's so hilarious. Now a friend of hers wants to come out and talk to her, and because the friend initiated the I want to talk to you action, she's kind of stuck out here. I mean, I could always cancel it or whatever, but I decided to sit out here and wait for her to come out. And of course, none of these gals have changed into their winter clothes to come out here, so they're trekking through the snow in their little mini skirts. Which, you know, in my opinion is a silly thing, but it seems somewhat typical. I see gals do that even here in Colorado all the time, just because they want to look cute when they go out. I don't know. I don't like risking my health just to look cute, in my opinion, but that's just me. Oh yeah, and so you can see outside here, outside the gate is a paparazzi, and in a minute we're going to have a total of like 3 paparazzis sitting outside the gate, which I think is hilarious. But at least the gate seems to be working. It's keeping these people off the property, which was the entire intention of my putting it up there. Oh yes, and someone wanted to call and chat, and I'm like, no, I'm having a party. But see, there were 3 paparazzis outside, just waiting to get the scoop on her party. Yeah, see, and here I was trying to figure out how to dance on the dance floor, but it says there's no music. I'm like, all right, well, let me play the DJ booth, because apparently the DJ left early. The bartender's still here, or the mixologist, but the the DJ has gone home. And I also forgot to put the dance lights on, so I'm like, okay, let me turn the dance lights on as well, and lay down some beats. Even though it looks like everyone else is partying upstairs. But I thought maybe if she DJ'd a little bit that it would attract some of the gals to come downstairs. And party down here, which is what I had hoped for. I was hoping that this would be sort of like party central in the house, but no, they're all partying. Some of them are partying here, and the butler's asleep in her bed, and one of the strippers is busy reading. Maybe he's stripping his way through college or something. Who knows? Alright, and so here, I also thought this was hilarious. We have a mixologist, and they're making their own drinks. And unfortunately, our good friend who toasted us earlier just expired. She went out skinny dipping in the middle of winter. She actually died of old age, though. She didn't freeze to death or something, but in either case, we have a death at the party. We gotta learn not to invite elders to parties, because apparently they tend to expire at parties very quickly, or very easily. I've seen this happen on more than one party that I've hosted. Anytime I have an elder, it seems like a 50-50 chance that one of the elders is going to die at the party. Maybe they're just having too much of a good time. But at any rate, we now have a gravestone on the property, and may or may not have a ghost visiting us. We'll see. I'm not quite sure how that ultimately is going to work. And if the ghost gets annoying, I may or may not decide to rid myself of the grave marker. I can always take it over to the graveyard, I think, and plunk it over there if I want to. So we'll see how I deal with that in the future. So she's still laying down the beats, and we have one person coming down to watch her, and that's about it. So I thought, well, maybe I'll go over there and introduce myself, have a friendly introduction, and I don't think she's really introduced herself yet. Always with the, I can't go there, I'm blocked. I'm not Not quite sure how she's blocked, but whatever. But there we go, we have our friendly introduction. And then I figured it was time that, you know, this poor mixologist gets his money, you know, his money's worth, and actually, or we get our money's worth and we actually order a drink from this guy. You know, might as well. So, takes away the snack bowl that I had him put out, and we just go ahead and have a party drink. Always like the flames and things. Oops. Like, he's gotta do it fancy, can't do it simple. Alright, so here's our party drink, and then it's time after the drink to kind of go upstairs and see what's going on up there. And apparently right now one of the strippers is doing something inappropriate, but it stops before she has a chance to go up there. And then I just skipped over a part because she decided she wanted to play with the dogs and feed them, and so I gotta skip past that a little bit. And you can see that she actually changed into her winter coat this time, but now she's back upstairs and chatting with the ladies that are still at the party. And the one stripper is still in the house reading books. Apparently we must have good books for him to read. And the fairies are still out on the patio making drinks for themselves, which I still think is funny, but be that as it may. It's getting pretty late right now. I think it says it's almost 2 a.m. or something, and she's getting really tired, but you know, all these ladies are now about to do some skinny dipping in the pool. There's a pool up here in the gym inside the house, so which I think is good. It's better than having going swimming in the pool in the middle of winter outside. At least we have I'd like to say a heated pool inside the house. It's probably not heated, but you know, it's inside the house, so it can't be as cold as it is going outside. But I kind of had a challenge getting her to go in the pool, because you can see how tired she is. She's about to collapse, really, but she eventually does get in the pool for a little bit, and so we have this kind of group skinny dip going on. So, like I said, wild and crazy times. Wild and crazy party. Might as well have a lot of fun while, at your bachelorette party, you know. It's a good excuse, I think. She just skinny dipped in the pool. Alright, so now I think, you know, I don't really want her to collapse at her own party. So I finally kind of put her to bed and like, okay, you need to go sleep. And I was thinking once she went to sleep, I mean, it's so late already. I mean, at this point it's like 3 a.m. That I thought the rest of the guests would start going home. I mean, about half the guests have left already. But some of these ladies, I swear, they do stay until just after 6 a.m. and that's when the rest of them finally go home. They all kind of troop out together, about 4 or 5 of them kind of stay late. So apparently they have a really good time at this party. You know, well, that's, why not? You know, it's a nice house. It's a great 3-level house here that she just bought for herself, and I think it'll be a fun house to play with going forward. As you can tell, we're in the middle of winter now, and we'll have some Christmassy stuff going on. So, anyway, until next week, join me for more adventures. Bye bye.